Hey, beautiful souls. Sonia B here with DR Holistic Healer. I have a couple of quick prophetic messages. So please only take the messages that resonate, and those that do not, leave the rest, okay? So the first message that I received was some of you guys are stepping into the energies of hopefulness, okay? Just having a little bit of hope, okay? So whatever that may be for you in a sense, or whatever your situation may be, that you're having hope for. And it's also like some is having hope, but then some people are dealing with situations to where, let's just say maybe they may be seeking a counsel, okay? Maybe could be seeking a therapist in a sense. And it's almost like the therapist trying to get them to see, whether it's a therapist or whether it's, your spirit guides or, your angels or, even the Most High in itself is trying to get you to see things from a different perspective. Like wanting you to at least find the good in something that you do, okay? As an example, what just came to mind is finding the good and at least finding the good of something that you do each and every day, okay? Because it was as if like somebody was talking to a therapist, whether you are or not. It's just the message at hand that something that you should possibly try to do, even if you're doing it on your own. It's almost like even down to the point of, we know that 7-Eleven isn't necessarily, it's like a one-stop shop for everything. They got everything in there in a sense. And I'm not promoting 7-Eleven, y'all. I'm just saying it's almost like it was almost like the therapist even trying to say, find something, at least one good thing about 7-Eleven or whatever. So I guess the one good thing that came to mind is like, oh, they got an apple in there. Apple can be kind of healthy, or they got a banana in there. Bananas can be kind of healthy, even though everything else in there might necessarily not be good for you, might not be good for your health, or everything in there is quick, fast, and and possibly unhealthy in a sense, okay? Anyway, so it's just trying to find the good in a situation, okay? Having a little bit of hopefulness. The next message I received was some of you guys may be seeing a situation that may be taking place in regards to somebody that you know, or could be a family member, somebody at work, or even, a co-worker, and even a situation of a neighbor, okay? It's almost like you may see that it's almost like you keep noticing like the ambulance or the fire truck keeps showing up at their house in a sense. Just know and believe that some of these people are about to start serving their karma, should I say, okay? So, yeah. So some people are about to start serving their karma, okay? Anyway, so this next message came through was, speaking of karma, I had a dream of like, usually people refer to Santa Claus as not just Santa Claus. They refer to Santa Claus as like Saturn, okay? If you think about the planet Saturn, because Saturn is the planet of discipline. If you think about Santa Claus come and say, have you been good, or have you been nice in a sense? And it's almost like the planet of Saturn is here because Saturn is about to deliver karma, okay? And you notice everything I've just kind of talked about is just stuff in situations that people have been going through in a sense. So we have been going through karmic situations with people of karma, soulmates, twin flames. Twin flames definitely can trigger everything negative within a situation or a dynamic, because that stuff needs to be healed. It was just stuff that was hidden way deep down underneath the surface that a lot of people didn't even know that was there until God started to reveal it, saying, hey, you need to heal this, okay? Anyway, so we're about to have a transition in the way God had showed it to me. And it's almost like some people are going to find themselves in relationships. But this message is for Divine Feminine, okay? You are meant to make sure that even when you become enmeshed with other families, let's just say like if you come into union with your twin flame, let's just say it's not just you, but it's also their family as well too. And let's just say that if you put in a hard energy, effort, and work to, do what it was that God had asked you to do, remove your energy. I'm hearing right now, thank you, Spirit. I'm hearing right now that keep one thing in mind is you've done a lot of inner healing work, but that doesn't necessarily mean that these other people have done their inner healing work, okay? Because again, there are going to be some twin flames who are coming into union, and you're going to have to keep in mind of continue to move how you have been moving before you came into union with your divine counterpart, okay? Just because you're coming into union with your divine counterpart, you have to be mindful of those people who are opportunists. It could be people that's part of their family as well too, whether they're doing it intentionally or not, or whether it's a situation. For some people, it could be like, oh, they married into the family. other people, it could be intentional, like, oh, well, yeah, they part of my family now, so we're going to hang out and do this and do that. Keep moving how you were meant to move, and watch who you enmesh and entangle your energy with, okay? Even if it's your divine counterpart in their family. You know, you do what you choose to do, okay? In regards to the situation pertaining to other people's family, okay? You're not obligated or anyone's contract other than to the Most High, okay? Anyway, so it's almost like you and your divine counterpart are coming into union, but your relationship are with each other. Your relationship does not have to be with their family, okay? I'm just letting you know that. That's just what's coming to mind. So I say all that to say that because I heard somebody saying, like in a dream, well, God was revealing to me that Saturn is the planet of karma, and some people about to step into their karma. Some people about to step into good karma. Some people about to step into what may seem to be negative karma, and that's just the energy of the negativity that they may have put out is the energy that they're getting back in return. Because I heard somebody saying, yeah, baby, like, yeah, baby, we about to become in-laws in a sense. And what's coming to mind is somebody who's possibly knowing that you're about to marry into a family. But again, you have to determine whether these people are coming from a place of being an opportunist, or if they coming from a place of, you're going to know. You're going to know. That's just what I'm hearing. You're going to know, okay? So just make sure that you're not even being used by even in-laws that you are engaging with when you come into union with your twin, in a sense, okay? Because it could be a situation whether you are woman or male that other people could be trying to pull on your energy, in a sense, for their own personal benefits, okay? So I can't stress that enough, because in the dream, the way God had revealed it to me was, it was almost like, let's just say if you went to somebody's house, you were being mindful of what you were doing when you was in other people's house, so that way that you're not leaving, pieces of yourself behind, in a sense, okay? So that's something to keep in mind, okay? But it definitely kept coming out with in-laws. And then some of you guys could be experiencing a situation where it's almost like you're going to become like a magnet, in a sense. Like, there are going to be people who are being drawn to you. The opposite sex could be people that are being drawn to you, in a sense. So keep that in mind as well too, okay? Anyway, so the next message that I received was, this is a situation that some people are going to find themselves, again, we're going to be stepping into the energies of Saturn, I believe. And just know that right now, as I've always told you guys before, that sometimes we've already stepped into the new year. We stepped 11 days in. Today is the 11th. Okay. It was like going through a portal on its 11th date, or whatever the case may be. But I say all that to say that when people, as time starts to go on, it's going to basically pick up momentum. So you're going to start seeing a lot of different things happening to the people around you. And you're going to kind of know what kind of seeds they've been sown, whether it's been negative seeds or whether it's been positive seeds. Okay. But the way I saw this was, some of you guys could be seeing a situation like transpiring with either family, co-worker, boss, family member, neighbor, whoever. But the way I saw this was, it was as if somebody had cancer, okay? It was a female, like, had cancer. This was part of her karma. She had cancer, and you guys should be mindful. And this is why God was dismantling so many different relationships, of saying, you know what, these people aren't for your highest good. These people aren't for your highest good. Let these people go. Let these people go. Let these people go. You should be mindful of this, because this can happen to feminine energy, and it can also happen to masculine energy as well too. But keep in mind, because in this dream, it's like someone that you possibly know you may see that they're serving karma, and their karma is like they have cancer. And the way I saw this is this person was no longer sitting in a house, maybe tending to her kids like they probably normally would. And it's almost like their husband was like breaking down, in a sense, because he was having to, it's almost like things was out of order for him that he was so used to. So because his wife was not feeling well, it's almost like his soul was also kind of breaking down, in a sense, as well too. And I say all that to say that this person, you guys should be mindful of individuals that you're around, okay? Because the way I saw this person had cancer, but rather than this person being at home and, you know, kind of taking care of themselves, this person was out amongst other people. And the way I saw it was they was trying to hang out around other people, so that if there's anybody who has, I guess, able to heal them in a sense, they would receive healing because they are around that person. So it's like being in a room full of people, and it's just say maybe like 2 or 3 of those people, or maybe one person amongst those friends would be somebody who they can heal from. So this is the reason why when God is telling you guys to let go of relationships, he's telling you for a reason, because sometimes we don't see everything clearly. Sometimes the energy could be murky that, you know, we can't see the whole truth, even if you do have psychic abilities, okay? And it's almost like God sees all, he knows all. So therefore, if he knows what it is that you cannot see, and he knows the intentions and the hidden agendas of other people, where he's just basically trying to keep you safe, okay? So I say all that to say you guys should be mindful of possibly seeing or hearing somebody having cancer, and making sure that these people are not necessarily playing on your heartstrings or just trying to be around you. Why? Because you have what may be, you may not know, but could be having healing abilities. And some of you do know that you have healing abilities, and others may not know that they have it, but necessarily it's almost like this individual is trying to heal themselves around other people, okay? So I didn't see like going through chemotherapy treatment, but they was healing themselves in being around other people. And you guys may say, well, healing is being around other people. But no, the way I saw this was the intentions were, no, I'm going to hang out around these people so that, you know, somebody can absorb my energy and I can heal myself, okay? Rather than serving the karma of healing themselves the way that they're supposed to be healing themselves, okay? Putting in a hard energy, effort, or work. And this is the reason why so many of you guys need to be mindful of the people that you keep company with, okay? Please be mindful of the people that you keep company with, because truth be told, Black people, you are a healing source for other people. And if you are not careful, these people will use you, and you may not even see it coming in a sense, okay? So that's something to keep in mind, and that's something to remember. So the next message is, speaking of knowing things, okay? So the next message is, it's almost like some of you guys could be shifting and moving and going to a different location, you know, whatever it could be. It could be a situation of maybe a department store, maybe a, you know, a different place to shop, you know, whether it be groceries, whether it be, you know, home goods, whatever. I mean, when I say home goods, I'm talking about like, you know, things to fix your home, whatever. You know, some of you guys are switching up the energy in a sense, and whether you're switching up intentionally or whether you were being forced to switch it up in a sense by the Most High, it's almost like the new location that you're going, it's almost like you're there for a reason, because there's something that you meant to heal from your past in a sense, okay? And it could be a situation of, let's just say that God is sending you on a mission, is just what I heard. Thank you, Spirit. God is sending you like on a mission of healing something from the past, that maybe that somebody, you know, maybe treated you a certain type of way, talked to you a certain type of way, and now it's almost like you were meant to be in the presence of, you know, that person again, that institution, or that, you know, entity, you know, for its building or whatever the case may be. It's almost like, you know, you're needing to be there because it's almost like you're reclaiming back your power and your energy from that situation that has transpired from the past. And I just heard, thank you, Spirit. And I also heard too that it's almost like karma is being served, because maybe the way that they treated you in the past, they're meant to correct their mistakes from the past, okay? And the past may not necessarily mean like in this lifetime. A past could have been like a previous lifetime, okay? So those are all the messages that I have for you guys. But I do want to tell you guys that just as I said before, please be mindful, because you guys are going to hear a lot more situations. I've heard this back during the summertime in regards to like situation of Hispanic people. Hey, don't get upset with me. I'm just basically sharing the message that was given to me, or whatever the case may be. So situations of, you know, hearing about some Spanish people kind of telling their stories in regards to them having cancer or whatever the case may be. And it's going to be up to you guys to move a little differently than how you moved before or whatever, so that people aren't necessarily playing on your heartstrings in a sense. And that doesn't mean that you don't care, because remember, God searches the hearts of people in a sense. So he knows your heart in a sense, but it's a matter of you being mindful mindful of not allowing others to control you and allowing others to manipulate and allowing others to play on your heart space in a sense of, for their own personal benefits. Okay. So anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and end that there, but I hope those messages were helpful. So just know that these are the energies that we're dealing with at this time, and be mindful of going into the new year that we are already 11 days in, and be mindful of the people that you surround yourself with, and be mindful of, just because you've done the inner healing work does not necessarily mean that, either in-laws, friends, family members, cousins, sisters, brothers, it doesn't matter. It doesn't necessarily mean that they have done the inner healing work yet as well. Okay. So there's nothing like being unequally yoked with people, whether it's in a relationship or whether it's in relationships of all kinds, of just people that you work with, people that you have to live next door to, and all that other stuff. Just keep in mind that God is doing away with the unequally yoked relationships, and he's trying to make those relationships even in a sense. Okay. Because no more of just settling for anything less than what you deserve. There's nothing more hard and a tumultuous situation than to be in a relationship and you not on the same accord. Okay. And this is what we're healing from. This is part of the karma that some twin flames are healing from. Okay. Because God, maybe once before, if you're somebody who's rekindling a past relationship or you're reconciling a relationship, it's almost like, even if it was a situation from the past, in a sense, that you didn't see them necessarily in this lifetime and you haven't met them yet, you still have past history with each other. So therefore, it's almost like God is just going to make sure that, you and your divine counterpart are basically on the same page. This is why all the inner healing work was necessary. This is why all the hard work, energy, time, and effort putting into, just healing stuff, doing this and doing that is making sure that people get out of their own way and remember that the Most High has a path that is carved out for you rather than you carving out your own path. You've already done that before, and this is where it got you. So it's a matter of now of letting go of the will and trusting the Most High that he's going to lead you and guide you into the right direction. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end that here, but I hope that information was helpful. I wish you all much love, much light, until the next message. Bye.